Bottles Up. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
In December of 2016, in the wake of another busy Christmas for consumers, an ad for a Fisher-Price toy titled The Fisher-Price Happy Hour Playset hit the internet. As you might imagine, the plastic toy ad caused quite the stir. Outlets like the Chicago Tribune, CBS News, and BuzzFeed all picked up the story, a suspicious toy featuring two children patronizing a bar and one child acting as if they were a bartender. This supposed item, for ages 3 and up, says that it includes a pretend bar, bar stools, and beer bottles. Parents were livid, and Fisher-Price had hell to pay. Today we're talking about the Fisher-Price Happy Hour Playset. Now, I want to show you this and just get your impressions of it before I tell you a little bit more about it.
Well, it's ages 3 and up.
Ages 3 and up, yeah.
So
if you're
newborns,
2.5, get out of here.
No, thank you. Sorry,
get out of the bar.
Fisher-Price.
Show me your ID.
Yeah.
Or get out of
Fisher-Price
the
is
bar.
responsible.
Yeah.
Includes pretend bar, bar stools, beer bottles.
It's got the Fisher-Price font, the babies. There's one baby who's on a cell phone, and he's got a little beer bottle, and then a girl child who is at the bar enjoying her beer, and then a surly Cheers-style bartender.
Seen it all.
Yeah, he's really using a little bow tie, then a little cocktail bar neon sign in the background. It looks like it's made of plastic. In fact, if you glanced at it and didn't look too hard at it, you would absolutely think it was a real thing, in my opinion.
The internet has gotten really good at making the absurd seem real, I think because people are so inventive and technology is so great. But we're not that far from some of these things, I think, as far as, like, can we make a buck off something?
Yeah.
So I think you put all those things together, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
we're
works.
not that far. And again, we'll talk about, like, this is kind of a monetization of the concept of it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So when this Fisher-Price Happy Hour playset hit the internet, it garnered a variety of reactions. Some people immediately identified the Fisher-Price toy as a seasonal satirical fake-out, while others were furious, calling out the company for making an inappropriate product. Here are some reactions posted online around the toy. Quote, "So now your toy company, widely trusted among parents for many decades, is promoting drinking with this children's toy of a bar, complete with beer bottles?" Another said, "Stupid toys. This is what happens when morals are gone and proper common sense is missing. Political correctness created this," wrote one person, while another tweeted at the toy company, "Your standards and morals have disappeared. This is horrible for and of you to guide our babies in this direction." Another simply demanded, "You should stop selling this toy," into the internet void. Scrambling, Fisher-Price reached out with an individual and personalized response to each customer, clarifying that the product is not, in fact, theirs. In fact, it was not real at all. Quote, "We can confirm this is not a real Fisher-Price product," the Fisher-Price page responded on posts. Their PR manager, Amber Petrobono, then issued a public statement to CBS News, saying, quote, "In the last few weeks, some comical yet fictional Fisher-Price products have been introduced, perhaps the result of adult writers, designers, and comedians that were Fisher-Price kids themselves. As a premier childhood development company focused on helping families get the best possible start in life, we take our role in developing toys and products very seriously, but can appreciate the recent product development suggestions as obvious love of the brand," which is pretty big of them, I would say, considering. So, if it wasn't Fisher-Price, who made this hilarious and somewhat disturbing product? We'll tell you after the break. The Fisher-Price Happy Hour playset, a controversial product making the rounds online, was not only a source of parental outrage, but community fascination. Eventually, Adam Padilla, the owner of a New York City-based branding agency and a father of a 2-year-old, came forward, admitting to creating the false ad using Photoshop and originally posting it to his Instagram page, Adam the Creator, on December 5th with the caption, quote, "Whom wants this for Xmas?" Padilla's post went viral the next day after comedian Amiri King shared it with his 2 million Facebook followers. Padilla's inspiration came just 2 days before he posted, after an SNL spoof also targeted Fisher-Price inventory. The sketch was its own sort of fake ad for toys, Toys for Sensitive Boys it was called, featuring a child-sized wishing well. Padilla says he uses some of the same tools and software for his work that he puts into his joke images on his Instagram meme page, and sometimes they can look really convincing. Quote, I put it up there and it got okay results, Padilla said of the original post. Then about 3 or 4 days later, I got a message. One of my friends said, hey, your happy hour playset was on the news. Padilla said he hadn't meant to mislead anyone, but he cautioned people to be skeptical of online information. Quote, don't believe everything you see, he said. You have to consider the source, and if you see something that's shared in Facebook, it doesn't mean it's definitely true.